Do you know, that's the one I've been looking at, thinking if I was going to buy a retro bike, it might be that one.
For a 350, it goes like a train. Yeah. Hi, good morning everybody. Well, today we're going to my local dealer, JW Groombridges, and we have a road test day. So we get the opportunity to test all the Royal Enfield models, which will be exciting. I think I put my name down for the Himalayan, the Meteor and the Scrambler. But I may get a chance to go on the Interceptor or the Continental, which will be interesting. So we should be arriving there shortly. It's going to be a long day, but it'll be good. And hopefully get a chance to show you around the bikes. And then we'll do a little road test on them, and I'll give you my opinion as to what I like about them and what I don't. See you later. Right, here we are. I wonder if they're ready for us yet. Looks like they are. Hiya. So here we are, Royal Enfield. Right, so we're on the Scram. Here we go. All ready to go. Oh, it's a little bit... Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. Right, so we have a sat-nav thing here and a clock, no rev counter.
Where are you going, mate?
I'm going to follow you.
Oh, are you? Well, I was just going to go through Heathfield and up round Little London, go through Little London and round. How long have we got?
Well, he said about an hour, but...
We'll go right here and we'll go down to Black Boys. That's
all right.
Fun road.
Right, so I'm going to follow Alex. All good. It's very busy here. Okay. Oh, very smooth. Good start. Let's just get the traffic out of the way first. That is very smooth. Mirrors seem a little bit sort of, yeah, need a bit of playing with, I think. More so on where they're anchored. That's not too bad. Right, we're into fifth. Ah, these mirrors, I don't like these mirrors. They're not right. I can't get them right. But it feels nice. It feels higher than mine, of course. It would be, being what it is. And the seat's very comfortable. I like the seat. Very quiet. I like the handlebar position, that's nice. Up to national speed limit. Steering's very quick. Nice clutch, everything's super smooth. Nice brakes. I could live with one of these. It's a nice ride. Of course it's modern, has everything you possibly need, and I don't ask for much on a bike. I don't ask for much on a bike really. I don't need all the gizmos. I don't have it on the BMW, so I've no need to have it on anything else. Gets away okay. Foot brakes are in the nice place, so my legs just drop down onto them, which is good. Nice gearbox. Yeah, it gets along well. I like it. I like it. I like it. As I say, the mirrors are okay, but I think I'd have to spend a bit of time with them, and that's nothing really, is it? It's a nothing job. It's just getting them so they're in the right place. Everybody's different, and of course it's much quieter than mine. There aren't much that are louder, apart from probably a Harley. For a little bike anyway. Yeah, I like this. Yes. I'm being a bit cautious. I think Alex knows this road, I don't. Suspension is nice. Soaks up the bumps nicely. And it responds well in fifth. Nice bike. I like this. What do you think? It's brilliant.
Truly, I tell you what, I could ride that all day.
Yeah.
Absolutely all day. I don't know how that seat is so comfortable.
That is the same.
That.
Yeah. Probably not the same, but most definitely that is very comfortable, very rideable, and I think there's a lot to be said. I mean, these are 411, aren't they, cc? Yeah. And when you've got something that is 750 and all that, these you can ride to their limit.
Yeah,
and enjoy it. And I'm not sure that they're the same animal, but certainly this is very responsive. Everything is very fingertip and light. And when you see various YouTube videos of people that have ridden these, I really think that these are literally for what we're doing.
Yeah.
And they're ideal for that.
And I don't know, you're taking the Himalayan out anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
But I found the bars are very high.
Yeah.
Which you could just sit comfortably all day.
Yeah.
But I find it does dip it, you can dip it into the corners really nice.
Yeah. Right, so there you are. In conclusion, give me the money, mother. I'll buy one. Lovely bike. So now we're going to try the Himalayan. Right, so here's the Himalayan, the bike I've been waiting to try. So let's try it. I couldn't have picked a worse place to get on it. Seat height wise. not dissimilar to the Scram. A little bit noisier, exhaust wise. Gets along okay. I like the seating. It kind of makes you sit in the seat. Keeps you there. I mean, the acceleration isn't rapid, of course. But we're up to 55 already. That's good, it's very smooth. You're not going to keep up with the big boys on this, but this is a 411 cc. But it feels really solid and planted and just suits my size. I like the foot pegs, they're in the right place too. Not liking the colour. Braking's nice and progressive. It's not something that's going to get you there overly quickly, but then this is not what they're about. Nice over bumps. That little drain, well, I felt it, but it didn't give me any grief. Got a nice little exhaust tone to it. It's not overly loud. And if you want something a bit noisier, you can fit an aquaphobic to it. And it goes where you want it to go. It's really good at steering. I know that probably sounds just silly thing to say, but you can put it on a corner and it will stay there. Just great. Very nice bike. It's everything I hoped it would be. I'm not sure she's very happy though. Yeah, very nice. So, if you're choosing something like this, or you're looking at the Royal Enfield mark or brand, if you're looking at the Royal Enfield brand, the Scram and the Himalayan, so far I would say brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And very much value for money. Good value for money. So the next one we're going to try will be the Meteor. And that's a 350. Now this is a 411, so it'll be interesting to see how that compares. Right, here we are. This is the Meteor, 350 Meteor. Interesting to see how this works with regards to the size of engine against the 411. Anyway, let's go and have a play. Oh, that's quite nice. That's very comfortable, you know. That seat is really spongy. Very quick. But 50, it's happy with 55. That is really comfortable. I'm very impressed with that. But the thing I like about these little bikes is they're nice and light. And as you get older, it's a case of, do you want one of these big old things to ride and lump around? It's happy at 50. No idea what sort of revs it's doing, but it's happy at 50. See, this is kind of almost very refined in its own little way, because it's very quiet, it's extremely smooth, it's extremely comfortable, very easy to ride. Brakes are nice and progressive. Acceleration is nice. Gear change is nice. Everything about it is really nice. It's got a nice little noise, nice little burble from the exhaust. It's extremely nice. For me, I don't like the look of it. Well, I do like the look of it, but I don't like the layout of the foot pegs because they're a bit easy rider-ish. If you like that feel and that seating position, this is the bike for you. That is very Benelli-like, but it is a lot quicker. Getting away, it's brilliant. That does get away really well. So in summary, a lovely light, smooth, economical, quick accelerating bike. So yeah, not a bad bike for the money. And you need to try one though. You've got to try all of these because they're so nice, and there's just little quirky things that are slightly different. Ooh. It's a classic 350. Anyway, I think we'll go back around the other way. Oh, this feels weird. Right, so here we are. This is the classic 350. And it feels like I'm sitting on top of the headlight. It's weird. I feel very big. You're not sitting in it. But it's very nice, very retro. Can't see a thing out the mirrors, so I don't know what's happened with those. Likes 50 miles an hour, this 350. That's quick. That likes 60. Look at that. Oh yes. Now we're cooking. Would I have one? Yes. Yes, I like it. Strangely, I like it. Okay, at first glance, what do I like? I like the display, I like the dash, I like the nacelle. It has a bullet look about it, because I guess essentially it is a bullet, a modern bullet. Stay where you are, my friend. This is very nice. This is the deluxe model with the real hair. It's lovely. I really like this. And this is a 350, the same as the Meteor, but I like this better. I can't even feel the gear change. I like it. I really like it. I'm in love with this. It's because it's like my bullet. The saddle is nice. It's on the firm side, but as like I say, you sit on top of it a bit more. You're higher up. I'm not very impressed with the mirrors at the moment, but I think that's only because they're not positioned properly, and they need a bit more adjustment. Would I buy it? I would buy it. And when somebody said to me, oh, I go everywhere on my bullet, on his classic, and I thought, oh yeah, okay. And I only compared it to mine, but I can understand why. This just gets along really well. And yes, I know it's a 350 because they're not making the bullet anymore. Maybe I should have tried the bullet, you know. I love everything about this. I don't think there's anything I don't like. It looks so the dash set out, apart from the nacelle, which is like mine, it looks very Art Deco. Come on, what's going on? I'll go first. Oh, I just love this. Yeah, this is the one for me. Maybe it's because it's so close to what I've already got. Oh, I feel proper Steve McQueen on this. I like it. I really like it. I like these handlebars. And I know we're not racing away from anywhere or trying to beat a land speed record, but what I'm saying is this is such an efficient engine as a 350. That is lovely.
Do you know, that's the one I've been looking at, thinking if I was going to buy a retro bike, it might be that one.
For a 350, it goes like a train.
Really?
Yeah. See, proper bike. Right.
Yeah.
Take care. I'm see you tomorrow.